Hey, yo, how did your family trauma affect the way you live today? We're going to talk about it today on the podcast. Let's go. Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all access to motivated and inspiring videos on this Fammission Friday. Every Friday, let's get to the podcast. Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G, and today we're gonna talk about family trauma and how did it affect your lifestyle of living today. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. We got my boy Muff in the building. Yo, what's up, family member? Hey, Muff, we're gonna put the you're gonna put the number up there. You can call in or you can answer this question. Hey, what is some childhood trauma? Or matter of fact, KKG, you got a question for Muff? We're gonna dig in and see if we got some questions for you, Muff.
How did your family's pain shape the way you love today?
How did your family pain?
How did your family's pain?
How did your family pain shape the way you love today? Yeah, what's going on? How did your family pain shape the way you love today? That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question.
Shout out to Keith McDuffie, our newest member.
Oh yeah, Keith McDuffel bag MMF. You know what I'm saying? He the first member today, and you can be the second one. Go ahead and sign up, be a member of the Family on the Mission. Yeah, Neil, we got a question for her too. Let me see. What's the question for her? We're going to put the number on there. You drop the number on there, KKG? What's the question for her?
Were you taught to pray or stay quiet?
Oh, that's a good one. Hit the line, 47504-1199. Hit that line. Yes, indeed. Yeah, what was hers in? Was you taught to pray?
To pray or to stay quiet?
Was you taught to pray or just stay quiet? You know what? Think about it. When I grew up.
What's your phone?
Oh, my phone? Oh, my bad. Let me make sure this line open. Oh, snap. Make sure this line open.
Unknown caller.
All right. All right, you online with your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. All right, and the question is, what was the first question?
How did your family's pain shape the way you love today?
How did your family pain shape the way you love today?
All right, and the question is, how did your family pain shape?
All right, yeah, I know.
Hold on.
You here? Hello?
Yeah, he's there. He's thinking.
You got cut your phone down in the background. Hello?
Hello?
All right. You on the Fammission Podcast, and the question is, how did your family pain shape the way you live today?
How did my family pain shape the way that I love today? That's the question.
Yeah.
I come from a very supportive family, very loving, very care. Not one of the type of families that would be considered to have like a generational curse. And most of the family, most of the pain that my family has experienced is from death, people dying early. And so you said, how does it shape the way that I love today?
Yes.
I feel like It wasn't the pain, but the love and support that I come from. It makes me a little bit more empathetic and compassionate towards people who come from broken families, broken homes, people who come from families that deal with a lot of pain. And so usually I tend to attract those type of people. But in my journey, I'm learning to hold people accountable. That is not my fault for their past and their pain and ways that they may not have felt supported or loved. Because it's hard to love a person that comes from hurt, that comes from pain, that comes from the so-called generational curses. And so in some ways that has made me a stronger person, but it also has caused me to become a victim, if that makes sense.
Yes. Because you can turn into a victim trying to love someone that don't even know how to reciprocate love. They never been loved
Or
before.
even
Accept love. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even identify what that look like. So, and then you can easily turn into a victim. That's crazy. So, and you can be attracted to them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and that was going to be my question is, she says that they're attracted to her.
Yeah.
So what do you think your quality that you, like, what is it that you are, I don't want to say putting out to the world, but like what energy is it that you have that you think maybe is what attracts them to you?
I mean, yeah, that's a deep question. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't even know they have the energy. They don't even know they're attracted.
Well, I mean, I think just like what she said though, she's a very empathetic, loving, nurturing person, and so I think that's why. I mean, I don't know. She can answer that because it's her, but it sounds like that might be why those type of people are attracted to you, because they think that that's what they want, but they just don't know how to engage in that.
That's deep. Well, you know, I appreciate you calling in. We got a couple more callers trying to get in. Keith McDuffie, I see you ringing your line. Make sure your phones is down. Yeah. So the lines is open. Man, you know, 47504 1199.
Mufti Washington.
Yes, sir. We on the line with your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast. And the line is, the question is, how did pain,
Your family's pain,
how did your family pain affect the way you love today?
Got Devo in the building.
Devo in the building. McDuffie, Muff, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so how did your family...
Can you repeat the question?
How did your family pain affect the way you love today?
Well, at first, it affected it in a negative way because, you know, I wasn't really brought up on it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like hard, like, you know what I mean? I wasn't brought up on love and affection for real. You know what I mean? And maybe, you know, family at the time, you know, just growing up, you know, they only knew how to love me the way they was taught and brought up. For most of us, you know what I mean, we wasn't taught to be loved, you know, loved properly. You know what I mean? So it affected me in ways where I became an abuser. I was abused, you know what I mean? And I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like love wrong. And so I became one of those persons that I was numb. You know what I'm saying? And so I hurt so many people.
Yeah, hurt
But
people.
when hurt people, that's an actual factual statement, right? But as I got older and I started to mature, and started my healing journey, and then when I started to like have kids, when I started to have, because I have two little girls, I'm like, man, I got to get it together because I was hard, bro. I was rough and hard on them at first because, like I said, I didn't really know how to be, you know, no other way than how I was, and I was just rough. You know what I'm saying? I really used that I don't care attitude. It was like a defense mechanism. You know what I mean? But now it's different, man. You know, I really just turned that pain, and I just turned it into love. Now I just love and love, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my kids, my daughters really helped, you know, shape that. If that makes sense.
Yes, it make perfectly sense. Man, I appreciate you calling, man. I got a couple more callers. They really trying to get in McDuffel. I'm trying to get your call. Make sure the TV device, whatever you got, make sure it's turned down and call in, bro. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I like that.
For sure.
All right, peace. Yeah, you know, I say that he hit a topic because he was rough around the edges, but you know, sometimes God will give you a daughter so you can be straight.
Caller.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I have something to say about that. But go ahead.
yeah, that was deep. Yeah, this your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast, and you're on the line. And the question is,
Oh, not anymore.
well, he hung up. I'm trying to get you McDuffel, but can you hang it up?
Unknown caller.
Yo, you're on the line with your boy Monty G. You there? All right, cut your device down, my boy.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I hear me in the background. All right, we good. All right, so all right. So the question is, we gonna hit the same question or a different question?
Well, let's do that one first.
All right.
How did your family's pain shape the way you love today?
How did your family pain shape the way you love today?
Oh man, changed a lot. Taught me how to. I can't really express that because I wasn't around my family like that.
I mean, that makes sense. If you wasn't around your family like that, it makes you want to be around your family even more. The family you came from. I mean, the family you came from, you wasn't around, so the family you created made you want to be around them even more.
Well, it's like coming up without a dad. Like, I didn't know how to be a dad. You know, I was having kids. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just, you know, in and out, basically. So I know until I got older, and I was like, oh, shit, I got kids. You know, so I tried to, but my dad didn't do for me. I tried to change that narrative. You get what I'm saying? Like, you was around, you know, me and you started that around the same time. I'm going to get my kids, you had your kids. They became friends. You know, I didn't get that. Like, I didn't know none of my dad people. And still don't know to today. You know what I'm saying? We got the same name and whatnot, but I don't know them people. So, but I try to reach out, but, you know, I guess they feel some type of way too. You get what I'm saying? So, being hurt like that, I just try to change up the way it is now. You know, knowing better. Like Muff said, you know, once I got older and matured, I took it upon myself to make different choices. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what felt like me. And I know how I felt when there wasn't nobody around me. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to do that for my kids. But as far as the family love, like mom was good people. My brothers and sisters, they did what they knew. You know, like the other caller said, you know, you only know what you know. And you can't teach nothing if you don't know nothing.
Thanks.
Man, but I wanted to send a shout out to my granddaughter. Her funeral today. She was murdered 2 weeks ago by domestic violence by her boyfriend. She was 20 and she was. So, Naya Anderson, man, love you.
Man.
R.I.P.
Man, big prayers, big blessings. God, Lord, man. We were just talking about domestic violence last week, and we was gonna talk about it today. But that's another one. Yeah.
You know, over argument. 19-year-olds and 20 relationship. I guess they didn't know how to love neither.
That's what we were just talking about, because the way
I think it's less about knowing how to love and more about knowing how to communicate effectively.
And treat people.
And too,
Because
but
I think,
a lot of the
go ahead.
kids nowadays don't have no guidance because everybody want to be somebody that they ain't. So the kids don't know who to follow. So they got a lot of TV in them and a lot of social media in them. So they go off of that. Like if you look at some of their social medias, it's not nothing that's gonna teach them something. It's something that's showing them something. You know,
showing them how to behave.
To make money this way, like it's all about that. It's not saying you can make $500 if you learn how to respect somebody or talk to somebody. They're not teaching that.
Yeah, they just teaching violence. You know.
Exactly. That's what runs.
Man, you know, I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna open up the call for a couple more people, and we got a couple more questions. But I appreciate you.
For sure.
Man,
I'll talk to you behind the screen. We gotta get Niz on 9 on here.
All right, yes sir, yes sir.
Shout out Niz on 9.
Shout out Niz09. Yeah, he been doing his big one. You know what I'm saying? I've been around since he was shorty, man. He doing it big now. We gotta get him on the podcast.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
It's all
indeed.
Love,
All right.
family.
Love, peace. Yeah, you know.
That's Quan.
Yeah, Quan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Quan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up? Okay, so what I wanted to say is, Muff brought up about how, he didn't know how to love until he had daughters, right?
Right.
So one thing, and goes into the family trauma thing, right? So one thing about our elders, right?
Mhm.
The people that we, our parents and grandparents, the people that raised us, and I guess I can't speak for everybody, but we grew up in a generation where they thought kids just didn't know anything. So now our generation, I think, because of that,
we let our kids
we
express
listen to our
themselves.
kids.
Yeah.
And I know I've heard you say it before, and I know I feel this way as well. We learn a lot from them.
Man.
Even if it's just how to treat another person, or how, the boundaries and the those type of things, and you'll hear people say like, man, stay in a child's place. They do. It's not that they're being disrespectful. It's just when something hurts them, they should be able to speak up, because that is how you break that family trauma circle.
That's right. That's exactly how you break it,
And if we were to do that, we'd have got hit in the mouth. Like, if I told my mom, oh, when you said that hurt my feelings. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I think that's something that definitely is a family trauma and a family curse that a lot of people our age are navigating.
And then you know what? And then if you never got to express how you feel, and now you're in a relationship and you're trying to express how you feel, and someone if you was never taught how to express your feelings, and we got two people trying to figure it out, and we only express with anger and trying to choke somebody out or punching them, or you know what I'm saying, pretty much controlling how somebody else feel, and then sadly that it ends the way my boy Keith McDuff will say his granddaughter, and I'm quite sure that it was a tragic, and it started over some small thing that could have been.
I mean, I don't really think there's anything a person can do that justifies them being murdered at 19.
Yeah, but I think that's
like in a relationship, I guess. I mean, there's things a person can do, but
yeah, I think that's too much though. That's a little bit over the top. Like, come on, man, for real. So we got to get a hold of these kids. And I got another one, because I keep going back to renewing of your mind. So you know, you have to change your mindset. So I had to change my mindset and listen to my kids, right? And that's when I learned a lot because I was man, y'all too young. Y'all ain't been out house. You don't know how to do shit. You don't know how to do whatever. And it's like, man, they humans too. So listen from their point of view. So my kids taught me a lot when I started listening to them. They taught me a lot about myself. You hear me? I learned a lot about myself and things I need to work on because God will put people in your life that irritate your soul, but let you know that these are the areas you need to work on. Because if you can't talk to your kids without you blowing up, how you gonna talk and help someone else? You ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't even, the closest ones to you, you can't even get through to them. So, you know what I'm saying? And they can't even get their stuff off. Because the way you grew up, and you know what I'm saying? Both of y'all got y'all guards up. So, yeah. So, it was a question on there about religion, right?
That's the next question.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. I'm going too far. Go ahead. What was the question?
Did religion teach you healing or hiding?
Healing or hiding? Y'all can call in. What did religion teach you?
Let's change that. Let's say,
okay.
What did faith in God?
You know what? I'm gonna change it up a little bit more.
I just don't like religion.
Oh, me neither. I don't like religion either. But I'm just saying that since we was talking about religion, we was talking about God, and you know, that's a touchy feeling. But how did that?
Did you say? Yes, I agree with the lady in the back because I was a child that wasn't allowed to express myself to my parents. So when I had my children, I allowed them to express their feelings to me respectfully.
Facts. That's good. I'm proud of you. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Let your kids express themselves. Let them express their feelings. Even if they don't know how to express them right, just hear them out. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't nothing but little bitty people, man. They got feelings. They are humans. They're God people, man. So.
Well, and as your parent, as the parent, you're shaping the way their future relationships are gonna go.
Yeah.
So, you know, they always say, you know, the dad is the daughter's first love, right? And so, and how the dad treats the mom is how she's going to allow future potential husbands to treat her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they're watching, not only are they learning from how you treat them, but they're also watching how you treat those around you.
On the real. Yeah, that's right. And vice versa with the men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They supposed to, how they treat the mom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it is. But yeah, let me see. How would I want to word this? Like, you say you want to change it from religion.
Yeah, I don't like that word.
Yeah.
I think, did faith in God teach you healing or hiding? Or well, I mean, maybe in this case, it is religion that you need to say. Because it's
Or did they teach you how to pray about your problems or hide from your problems? Did you teach you how to pray or bottle it up? Because you can go to someone else and they can use that for ammunition,
yes,
and use it against you. So you can't talk to really no one about your problems but God.
Well, okay, so
but was you taught that?
Maybe word it this way, because I feel like every person, every soul has a person in their family, whether it's their immediate family or maybe just a close family friend, that has abused religion to hurt them.
That's what I'm saying. So did
I
religion make you run?
Yeah. So I feel like maybe that's a better way to word it. Because I feel like everybody has, like, when you say that, everybody thinks of a person.
Oh.
Or they'll use the guise of God or Christianity or religion or whatever you want to call to justify their actions and why they are the way they are. And it's nothing of God. It's very self-serving. It's very, judgy, very, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, we're not talking about sacrificing animals or anything. It's just it could be the way that they use God to justify the way they judge people.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that could go a lot of different ways, and I don't want to open up all of those cans of worms, but I'm saying everybody knows somebody like that, you know,
Yeah.
and everybody can identify with the pain that it caused. And does that cause you to be closer to God, or does that say, you know what, I'm gonna
So-
stay far away, or you're able to separate God from the people who are supposedly the followers?
Yeah. You know what? But when you think about childhood, you know, a lot of people didn't understand how to even talk to God or listen to God. You know, we look at prayer as like begging or telling God to do something, and we was never taught how to listen. Not just pray to Him, how to listen, right? So, ain't nobody jumping on this topic, so I got another godly topic, and then we'll have a little fun with this one. But what was the first story in the Bible that you heard that you didn't understand or you did understand? What was that first story in the Bible that you heard about and you couldn't understand? You was like, man, because you know what they say about faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Faith don't make no sense. So what's something in the Bible that didn't make? What was the story in the Bible that didn't make sense to y'all? Call in 47504-1199. What was the story in the Bible that didn't make sense to you?
I mean, you already know what I'm gonna say, but I feel like a lot of the stories in the Bible have the same kind of connotation, right? Because it's like you said, faith don't make sense, right? So, but the one that I first came to my mind was Noah's Ark. Keith McDuffie said God is coming back.
Man, if that's Noah's Ark, that's okay. We on the topic. We on something. You know what I'm saying? Noah's Ark.
Yeah, I didn't understand the story of Moses. Okay.
Okay.
So Noah's Ark, it was like there was 2 of every animal on a boat. Like, how is that? There are thousands of animals, bugs and birds and all of the other animals on land. Like, how?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Yeah, and that was that was a good movie too.
So, but you know what? I think more than it was every animal, I feel like it was everyone would have then had to have descended from Noah's family, right? Because then his family was there. So just like the humans descended from Noah, the animals descended from whatever animals did fit on that ship, right? And so they're just, I don't want to say mutations because that sounds mean, but just, like how they breed different types of dogs to make new kinds of dogs, like that type of stuff. I don't want to say evolution because it's not evolution. It's breeding. I don't know. That's a better way to say it.
Yeah, so it didn't make sense.
But that was one, right? That's the first one that came to my mind. But now that I think about it, like Jesus walked on water. Like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, Jesus walked on water. I mean, that's faith. Faith don't make no sense. Yeah. So and we talking about domestic violence, and it made me think about what's her name in the Bible? Delilah, and Samson with long hair. And I be feeling like that. A lot of females will know people's soft spots, know their weakness, and they use it against them, right? And how that water into wine, and that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But they do that in jail. They turn that into hooch. Same thing. They turn water to wine. So, but it's like I be asking myself, what do that look like today?
Yes.
Right? And what that look like today is what y'all call backdooring someone. You know what I'm saying? Backdooring someone. So that's what Delilah did. She backdoored him. You know what I'm saying? She got his eyes gouged out and, you know what I'm saying, shaved his head off because he told her, like, my head never, a razor never touched my head. And she went to go tell her, the ops. You know what I'm saying? She went to go tell the ops. And she wasn't just a regular little jump off. This was his girl.
Oh shit, we got Big Rob.
Big Rob, what up, family member? Man, you got a new little you know what I'm saying? You been acting real new, boy. Mm-hmm. I ain't know where you been, bro. Mm-hmm. Man.
Said,
on the real.
Because you said the hooch. Mm-hmm.
The hooch, yeah, the hooch, yeah, they do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
yeah, Mr. Sevenfold.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Big Rob, man, you been out there doing your big one out there.
You got a new kid, you don't know how to act.
Man, don't know how to act. Straight up. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Big Rob. You know what I'm saying? On the real. Hey, Big Rob, what is a story in the Bible that didn't make sense to you? Or did make sense to you?
Or you didn't.
Or what was your first story in the Bible that you know what I'm saying, other than Adam and Eve?
You said moving around.
I know that's right. That's what's up. Yeah, the line is open. You know what I'm saying? We still got 30 minutes. So the line is open 47504-1199. Hit that line. You know what I'm saying? What was a story?
So the other part of this is, well, let's finish this part first. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's get another question then. Let's get a hot topic.
I mean, so the whole premise behind doing this episode, right, was the family trauma, right?
Yes.
And what brought it up was somebody had said last week, is how families tend to cover up the trauma.
Ooh.
And how what happens in my house stays in my house doesn't help anyone. So I feel like that is something we definitely need to talk about, because in some way I think that affects everyone, right? So it may not be abuse that it's protecting. It may not be that may not be it. I mean, when I hear that phrase, that's the first thing I think about. But it may not be abuse. Like, I know growing up, my family was different than yours. So, my mother's husband, he had to have a very delicate surgery. And, I was in probably like 6th grade, and he's like, don't you tell anybody about this. And me, I'm thinking, like, why would I ever be having a conversation about your surgery with anyone?
Right, because at the time you probably
Like,
so
I don't
young.
care.
I didn't even understand what surgery was.
Well, even that, but, like, I don't care about your body and what you have had done to it. Like, why would that be a topic of conversation for 6th grade me?
Right.
Like, I don't care. What did he say? He said, can't lie, I don't remember what I've read or heard from the Bible. Ooh-wee.
What you be checking out? The Quran? Same thing, you know what I'm saying? What's the story in the Quran that you didn't understand or you did understand? It ain't got to just be the Bible, it's
Let's see. We got Jackie O.
Jackie O, the big Bible banger. Tell me a story. Tell me something that you what is one of your, I'm gonna say, because Jackie, you be into it. So what is something that you understand about the Bible? What is a story that, your first story you understood about the Bible or you didn't understand that didn't make no sense? Because faith don't make no sense.
Sound like somebody I know.
Yeah, because it don't. Yeah, so yeah,
I mean,
I still have some things about my family that I got some questions I want to ask, And as my family members getting old, as y'all see on the podcast, I ask a lot of questions, so you can already know how I ask my family questions. I drill them when they call me. So, yeah, it's some things that I be wanting to know and try to understand and see how it affects the way I think and the way I raise
Well,
my.
I mean, not just that, but hold on, what do you say? Let those who put their trust in thee rejoice. Let forever shout for joy. Okay.
Amen.
But so that is how your family history is passed down, is by word of mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, when we were doing like the genealogy stuff, and we were having problems because we're not really sure like which way to go on certain family members, right? So, and especially with people of color and that originate from the South.
Mm-hmm.
So, those word of mouth stories are really important to be passed down to the future generations. So then that way your grandkids will know about whatever it is that your family has done.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What'd she say? I read the Bible differently than most people. I relate the Bible to me, and God speaks to me personally when I'm reading it. I don't understand about the Egyptians and release to Caesars, and God's God. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I feel you, because sometimes, when I read the stories, even though they talking about back in the days, I feel like the story's talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's talking to me personally. Like, just the way, and I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I feel what you mean, and a lot of people say, when you get the spirit, the words start sounding like they talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never understood that until it happened to me, and I was like, wow. So, yeah. Because at first I was like, man, I don't understand this Bible, man. I don't know how to, I don't know.
They're speaking nowadays with different characters. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, because God is the same as he today as he was yesterday. He will be tomorrow.
And forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? He don't change, we change.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let me see. What's another question we got? We got a couple of them.
When did you realize you were becoming your parents?
Ooh, when did I realize I was becoming my parents?
I know exactly when it was.
For me?
Yep.
Or for you?
Both.
For me?
Yeah.
What is this for me?
When you started questioning why you feel, think, and behave the way you do, and where you got it from. Before you never questioned, and so the instant you started questioning, like, why do I do that, or why do I think that way?
Yeah.
You was like, oh, like, why do you talk to the kids before they leave for school in the morning?
Yeah, my grandmother used to do that to me. She talked to me for about an hour every day before I went to school, so I did the same thing, yeah, so we pick up behaviors from our parents and we don't even know it. Subconsciously, we pick up behaviors, like, I don't know if y'all do this, but this super ghetto. When I crack the eggs, I don't throw the eggshells away. I throw them back in the carton.
Somebody told me that was white people shit.
But shit, I wasn't raised around white people, so maybe my grandparents was. I don't know.
Said going to work and coming home.
Man, and going to work and coming home saying the same thing. My back and feet hurt. I'm tired. That was the same thing my parents used to say. No, not my parents, but that's the same thing parents say. You know what I'm saying? And then we repeat it. When we get a job, we start saying the same thing and doing the same things.
And dang, I am tired.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be like Eric when I grow up. I want to come home after work and take a 3-hour nap.
Man.
Or wake up and still be daytime.
Man. So yeah. Yeah. When I said I brought you in this world and I'll take you out,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I realized, oh shit, you starting to be like your parents. Um, when I started saying it ain't got legs, they ain't just walk out the refrigerator,
Mm-hmm.
you know, stuff like that. Uh, put a jacket on, you gonna be coming back in here barking.
Yeah.
I got that from my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
You can be barking like a dog. You know, you gotta put a jacket on. Uh, your back don't hurt. You ain't got nothing but bristles. You ain't got a back yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think that answer is going to be really different depending on who you grew up with, right?
Yeah.
Like you grew up with your grandma, so she has a whole different set of
Mindset.
experiences and mindset than maybe the parents did. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, "Oh yeah, that's a good one." And so you don't. Who did it? Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if your friends jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off of it. Like all of those things that parents say. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That didn't make sense to our little bitty brains. We was like,
it just used to trigger you. Like, ugh, I hate when they say that.
yeah, like, man, what you
Ugh.
talking about?
But now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the kids are telling you, "Hello, we are outside on the Bluetooth." Hey kids.
Hey kids, what's going on? They say we outside on the Bluetooth. Yes, indeed. Let me see. We got another question.
Yep.
Mm.
How do we hold family accountable and still love them?
How do you love
How do you hold them
the
accountable?
whole
and still love them?
family accountable but still love them?
Mhm. I mean, I feel like the big number one answer here is boundaries, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be able to set healthy boundaries for yourself, and 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 once those boundaries are crossed, then maybe it's not a relationship that you should pursue anymore. And just because you are family, you know, doesn't necessarily mean you have to put up with being abused, right? And I mean, I'm not talking physically even. I'm talking emotionally. So it's okay to love people from afar.
Mm-hmm.
That you know you can love them, but still really just don't choose to deal with them.
Yeah. You know, family don't necessarily mean safety.
It's not. It's 100% not. Like that shouldn't even be in the same sentence.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes we identify with being safe because we're around our family. But family
Because
is the
that's
first.
how it should be.
Yeah, but family. Then you find out family is the ones that hurt you the most. You know, because you would let your guards down and tell them things that you most likely wouldn't tell others. And
But that's toxicity though, right? So a healthy family dynamic and a healthy family relationship doesn't look like that. A healthy family relationship looks like safety. It's like, you know, I know. Hey Terry.
Terry, what's going on?
Oh, she said big family on a mission and I have my hoodie on.
Yes, indeed. Big family on the mission, on the real.
But sometimes what that looks like though is, you know, how do I want to say this? So it's okay to be who you want to be in our house, and it's okay for you to tell me things even though you know I'm not gonna like what you have to say. Like if, for example, if you mess up, right? You mess up, you did something, whatever the case is, okay, you don't want to hear the lecture that's gonna come behind it, but you should still feel like, instead of how am I gonna hide this from my parent, you should feel like, gosh, I don't want to hear about this, but I gotta tell my parent.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what a safe family home relationship looks like.
Yeah. But I think if you never had one, you can never give one.
That's not true, because I didn't have one.
Well, yeah, I take that back because I didn't have one either. And maybe,
I think it's another one of those situations.
maybe that's the reason we have one now, because we never had one.
Yes. And we should have.
And we should have. Yeah. So
I feel like it's another one of those situations where you either become just like your family or you are exactly the opposite because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. We see it back. Hey, y'all gotta go get the slices, them pickle slices, yo. And then we got McDuffel on McDuffel. We got dang, I can't, bro. Help me out. Drop your stuff in the comments. But he cooked. His grandma's cooking. Is
Aunt Jackie,
Grandma's Jackie. Cause I'm thinking about Aunt Jackie. It's Grandma Jackie cooking. You know what I'm saying? We got Grandma Jackie cooking online. You know what I'm saying? We got tiny slice pickles.
At the bottom.
We got who else online? They got something going on.
We do.
Yeah.
We got the
Fammission store. You know what I'm saying? The family on the mission. Y'all check out. We got clothing line. We got everything. We gonna have sweets and everything. We working. We putting something together for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For the people in our community.
Antonio.
We got Antonio. You know what I'm saying? He still got the green machine. You got switches on them things now. Let me see. Who else we got on? I can't see. Grandma Jackie's in the building. Y'all go check him out, man. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to launch the Fammission Suites.
Yeah, we got the Fammission Suites. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Hey, them pickles was fire. It's almost time for me to make me another order. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed.
Check us out on TikTok Shop.
Yeah, I know all the TikTok and the Facebook watchers. Y'all gonna check us out on TikTok, man. We got clothing. We got clothing for Halloween, everything. We got everything. Everything for your family. Everything for your family. Everything that fall up under the family guideline, we got it. We trying to get some cooking utensils, you know what I'm saying, some pots and pans, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like, you know, when you start your family, you get you a new crib, the things that you need, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're gonna start on that in the future.
I was gonna say I'm not a grandma yet. We just to the littles here in Pekin Housing.
Yeah, you know, you the auntie right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna have all family items.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We got our first 2 grandbabies coming.
Yes, I'm a grandpa now. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 of them coming. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you see I got these 2 pillows. They're gonna be 2 little kids next to me in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be working the podcast with me, y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a lovely thing. We on the mission. Family on the mission. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And drop in the comments where y'all watching from. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got a business, drop y'all business at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and share it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let the people in the comments let you know what you got going on. Yes, indeed. You can plug your business on this line. You know what I'm saying? Plug your business. You know what? We're going to do a podcast like that called Plug Your Business. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we're just going to do a whole hour of people plugging what they got going on. Yes, indeed. We on the mission. Family on the mission. Yeah, on the mission. We got some more questions?
Yeah.
We do? Hold on. Illinois. Pekin, Illinois.
Her businesses. All right. The hard truth.
The hard truth.
Childhood friends grow apart.
Mm.
Is that growth or guilt?
You know what? When you first, I'm gonna ask y'all, is that growth or guilt? When we got a childhood friend and y'all just grow apart.
I guess maybe I don't understand. What's the guilt part?
You know, because sometimes, you know,
Or you just
like,
feel bad because you don't
no,
reach out
because
as
you know,
often?
yeah, you know, you be like, man, you know, we locked in back in the day, we blood brothers, and man, bro, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? We gonna always be cool, and you know, you don't even understand that when your life grows up, that anything can,
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying, derail.
So just like the relationship dynamic changes between parents and kids when they become adults,
Mhm.
right? The friendship dynamic changes, right?
Yeah, it definitely
So,
grow.
When you are small, your friends are everything. Or I mean, even not even small. If it's a
Mhm.
teenager, high school, you know, your friends are everything. There's nothing more important,
Mhm.
right? But then you have kids, and then you have a spouse or a significant other, right? So
Mhm.
now it's still cool to be friends and it's still cool to hang out, but that relationship, the needs of that relationship change,
Right.
right? So it's not okay, Brooklyn. She said growth. You are becoming your better self, but you can always reconnect.
Mm. On the real. I like that. You know, BB, shout out to BB, man, she put me on a song. I heard it before, but when I heard it today, it made sense. You know, it was like, once I was 7 years old,
Mhm.
my mama told me,
Mhm.
go out. You know what I'm saying? Go out and make some friends or you're going to be lonely, right? But, you know, that's the beginning of a friendship in a relationship with your partner or whatever, because if you ain't learn how to make friends, you won't learn how to find a soulmate.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they say when you get you a loved one, you get you a spouse or whatever, it's like your best friend, and it is like that because me and my wife, we've been together. Hell, shit, we've been together longer than we've been alive. Well, we've been with our family.
I was gonna say not longer than we've been alive.
No, I mean,
But-
been with our family though. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because when did you leave your family?
I was 17.
17. We've been together way over 17 years.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to make friends no more.
Mhm.
Like, so I have to talk to you about almost everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, you is my best friend. I mean, I don't got no other friend close. Like you know, like they say, you have three families, right? You got the family you came from, the family you created, and the family that you got, like McDuffel, like me and McDuffel, like we family
family that you
members.
choose.
The family we choose, the ones you sit in the mud with. And sometimes we can talk about things that we can't talk to our wife about,
Yeah.
or our family that we came from about. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's important to have different types of people and different relationships in your world because just like that, you know, you can't talk to me about everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she said soul family spiritual.
Yeah, that soul family, spiritual. That's what you really need. You really need a spiritual family, not even just someone to be like, man, we finna smoke, we finna kick and just, you know, like a trauma bond. That's what that is. You need a spiritual bond, like someone that, you know, asking you, man, bro, you know what I'm saying? How do you sleep at night, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
What's
somebody
things
that
that be
talk
bothering
to
you?
about, you know, the Bible or about God or about questions that you have or guidance.
Man, about marriage.
Yes.
You know, relationship with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what me and my friends, we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my close friends, that's what we talk about. My friendly family, my spiritual family members.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we tap in stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
so,
I think it's all super important dynamics to be a whole person.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
She said, like, people, elders at Bethel Baptist Church here in Pekin that love my daughter and I.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, and it feel good to be loved, man. You know, because we thinking, man, love G, you know, man, love G, and we thinking it's love, but it really wasn't. It really was
No,
really.
love is, hey, I know you're gonna be a little bit short on your groceries, so here go a pack of hamburger or something. I mean, whatever, you know,
Yeah.
like you didn't ask for that,
Mhm.
but they like, man, I'm gonna look out for you because I care about your well being. I don't want you to stress out over whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
like things like that, or even, you know what, you was heavy on my heart today. And
Mm.
I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate you.
Mm.
Just that gratitude. Like there's so many different ways that can manifest itself, right?
Yeah. Like
So
being appreciated.
yeah, I mean that's top tier stuff right there.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this. Like,
Mhm.
if we was appreciated when we was young,
Mhm.
and you know what I'm saying, somebody, man, just loved on us because we had good grades. We had, probably had A's and B's up and down. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, appreciation show a lot. Like, you know, I remember it was times that it was hard to
Uh-huh.
it was hard to hug my kids. You know, hug my son because you know that's we was raised up. Tom, what's going on, family member? Man, shout out to Tom too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about plug your business. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do an episode called Plug Your Business. Go.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Tom and his
He
wife.
said, I feel love, John, and it's beautiful as it should be.
Man, you know, yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
You know, we're gonna plug y'all business and you know, we were talking about Tom business. He got
Mhm. Yep.
what,
He's got the
motion.
nonprofit. Bodies
Tom
in
Profit.
Motion. The Bodies in Motion nonprofit.
Yeah, bodies in motion.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got bodies in motion. You know, he be doing this big one with the kids, man. I always tell him I love him and I love what he doing, man. You know, as a person, as a whole, it's just, man, that's incredible, bro. I'd be like, damn, I wish I had somebody like you when I was growing up, man. You know, man, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. I love seeing them kids smiling, you know, because I feel like the OGs around us, they really was. I mean, they was teaching us what they knew, but damn,
But-
we need more
So,
positive.
but just like we know already, right? So, don't you think just a little bit the motivation behind him doing that is because that's who he also needed as a kid?
Yes, everything. It's because, man, I wish I had someone like that.
A lot of connections now includes being used. Connections should be genuine, no matter the person's background. People change.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. But that's establishing that healthy relationship dynamic, right? So you have your boundaries, and then once that boundary is crossed, then you limit you limit your availability to that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's what I mean by like loving people from a distance.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
know, I can still love you, but I'm going to limit my availability to you because I am protecting myself
Yeah.
from being subjected to things that cross those boundaries.
Yeah. So how old was you when you learned how to protect your peace?
Probably 40.
You feel me? And that's something that we need to teach our kids now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at a young age, like, you know, like how BB, you know, like, look, man, if it bothers your peace, if it bothers you, you shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody pressure you into doing it.
Mhm.
You know, because you gotta listen to your spirit.
Yeah.
If you like, man, this ain't right, don't force yourself to do it knowing it ain't right. So it be one of those times you be like, something
do it.
told me. Yeah, you know that something was God.
Mhm.
Was knocking on your door, on your spiritual door.
He said, "Well, I'm a nobody who's a somebody in motion, representing my hoodie, family on a mission for my children, breaking generational curses."
Yes, indeed. That's what it's all about, breaking generation curses. And sometimes we didn't even know it was a curse. We thought it was a lifestyle.
Yeah, or just the way it was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I'm just gonna chill and just, man. No, it ain't. Is what it is. It's not. That's not, bro. Yeah. So these are things. How much time we got?
We're out of time.
Oh, we out of time. Oh man, we already at this hour power, man. Well, you know what I'm saying. You can drop the phone, I guess. You know what I'm saying. We had the lines open, so next week we're gonna try to get a guest. If not, we're gonna talk about plugging your business. Like my boy, my uncle Johnny Jones. You know what I'm saying. He got these AG shirts. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Plug your business. Yes, indeed. We gonna yeah, probably next week we gonna give everybody a shout out to plug their business, see what they got going on. Cause this is the Fammission Podcast, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And y'all stay dangerous. Oh, stay safe. I'm sorry. Stay safe. Stay safe. Love somebody. Give somebody a hug. Be kind to someone. Tell them thank you. Tell them I appreciate you. Smile at the people, man. It's your boy Money G. I'm out. Peace. I got the whole